Hi, welcome to the Gamesplainer. I'm Jeff the Gamesplainer and today I'm gamesplaining Riverboat. So it's been a year since I did my first Gamesplanation for Riverboat. What do I think of it? Do I still like it? Have I even played it? I'm glad you asked. This game falls along the line of many other games that have not been played again since that review. For no other reason than I just haven't played it. Last year's been really not huge year for playing. I was really struggling to get to 300 games played over last year when usually I'm over 600. So it was really a matter of I was playing stuff to review it more than playing for fun. And when I played for fun, I tended to go towards this guy, or I had a large group, so I was over on these guys. And that's just where I kind of went to, rather than I'll just play this game again because it's a game, because I didn't have much time. Having said that, I actually really like Riverboat. I think it's a really wonderful game. There's a whole bunch of thinking. What I found is every time it has come out, not that it came out in the last year, but before that, I had to remind myself of what happens on each step, because the first step is you're getting stuff out of the market and you're putting it onto your board, and then you're trying to get combinations of the same type of good on your board and be able to turn them in. And the more of them that you turn in, the higher up this rating thing that you go in terms of what's being shipped. And there's a whole bunch of different things. And at the beginning of the game, or the beginning of each round, each person takes a phase, which means I'm going to be the first player in this phase. And I'm going to get a bit of a bonus for doing that, or for having this. And there's a heck of a lot of thinking necessary in this game. This is a slightly older game, so the amount of thinking that goes in, it feels like within the last few years, games have kind of taken away a lot of the extra stuff, whereas this game still has a lot of that extra stuff in there. I'm not saying that extra stuff is a bad thing. It's just looking at designs and how the design of games has gone. We're getting to the point of, I want to have a really thinky game, but without too many rules. That tends to be where people like to sit. Obviously, there's groups of gamers who really love to have really thick, heavy rule books, and the war games which have nuance upon nuance upon nuance. But with a lot of this Euro stuff behind me, you're looking for a relatively light rule book that gives a really deep game. It's why a lot of reviewers last year really loved Calico, because it's a really simplistic explanation, but man, you get stuck in the thinking. With this game, there's a little bit more in the explanation to each section. Once you understand the entire look of the whole game, then it's a lot easier to actually play, because you understand what you're working towards, because what you do here directly affects what is going to happen in future eras or future sections of each phase. So there's a lot to think about there. There's a lot to kind of move through. Look, I will leave that there. Please go ahead and watch my Gameplay and Gamesplanation from a year ago to get a feel for the game if you haven't come across it before. It's a worthwhile game. I think it's a really good game. So have a look at that. If you have any games that you would like to be gamesplained, please shoot me an email to thegamesplainer@gmail.com. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter @thegamesplainer to keep up to date with the games I'm playing. Subscribe to my videos to keep up to date with the games that I'm gamesplaining. And until next time, enjoy gaming.